Good morning, everyone. Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me this morning for your quick morning yoga routine. So this is all about gentle movement. It's all about getting the body warmed up, especially if we have had a long restful sleep and the body is still a little bit tight, a little bit tired. This is going to be the practice for you. You don't need anything, just yourself and your mat. So when you are ready, let's begin. Okay, so let's meet by coming towards the back of our mats and coming into a nice easy child's pose here. So take the knees apart, bring the toes together, let the forehead rest down on the mat or maybe on the hands if this is a little bit too strong for the back straight away. And just take a few deep breaths here into the spine, giving your back a little bit of time to begin to open up. If we are not too long out of bed, we need to give ourselves time and be patient. And then maybe we start to walk the fingertips off towards one side of the mat, feeling a deeper stretch through one side of the body. And then walk the hands back through center and come across to the other side. Just breathing into the side of the body here. And then by coming back to center into your child's pose, taking one more full inhale here and a releasing exhale out. And then we can roll the spine forwards and we can meet in a tabletop position on our mats. So wrists are under shoulders, knees are under the hips. And as we inhale, we're going to look forward, drop the belly, point the tailbone up. As we exhale, we're going to round through the spine and send the bum all the way back into that child's pose. Every inhale, we're going to roll the spine forwards, drop the belly, tailbone points up. Exhale, round the spine, send it all the way back. Inhaling forwards and exhaling back. Once again, just being patient with the body, giving the body time and space to open up. And then the next time that we come up onto hands and knees, we're going to stay here and flow through some of our cat-cows. So inhaling forwards and exhale to round the spine. Just gentle movement here. This doesn't have to be big movements. Let's take one more full round in your own time, an inhale and an exhale, and then meet back in center in our tabletop position. And then we're going to extend the right leg away, tuck the toes under, and just start to feel a nice stretch coming up through the hamstrings. Maybe we find a little easy rock forwards and backwards here, pressing the heel towards the back of the mat. And then coming back to stillness, we're going to send that right leg out towards the right hand side and place the sole of the foot onto the floor. The toes are facing forwards, and then just find a little bit of a gentle rock forwards and backwards. And again, if this is a little bit big of a stretch for this time of the morning, then just either stay in stillness or make this little rock forwards and backwards very small. It doesn't have to be a big movement. And then the next time that we're sitting the hips back, we're going to stop and we're going to hold it here. And just send a few deep breaths into the right leg, into the lower back. And then come all the way forwards, return that knee back into your tabletop and extend away the left leg, tuck the toes under, and maybe finding that little rock once again, forwards and backwards. Opening up the back of the leg here. And then coming back to stillness. Once again, we're extending that left leg out towards the left hand side, toes facing forwards. And then either finding stillness or that rock forwards and back. Bringing some mobility into our hips. And the next time that we have the hips back, we stop and we hold it here for just a couple of breaths. Giving the body time. Keeping the breath slow and calm. And then returning back to center, bring that left knee back into your tabletop. And as we inhale, we're going to reach the right hand up towards the sky. As we exhale, we thread the needle. So send that right hand in underneath the left arm. Bring the top of the arm to the floor, the shoulder, the ear, all to the floor. Keep your hips high and over your knees. And just breathe here. Breathing into your upper back, into your shoulder blades. Let's take one more breath. And then press yourself back to center, back to tabletop. Inhale to reach the left hand up. And exhale to thread it in underneath the right. We thread the needle on this side. The upper arm comes to the floor, the shoulder, the ear. Keep the hips high. Breathe it out here. And then slowly release, come all the way back to center, back to your tabletop. And then this time we're going to start to walk the knees back and bring the belly, bring the hips all the way down to your mat. Keep your hands in underneath your shoulders or take them a little bit wider just to give the body some space. And as we inhale, we're going to press into the hands. We're going to start to lift the chest and the shoulders. As we exhale, we're going to wave the body back down. So inhale to lift and exhale to lower. And again, this might feel quite strong this time of the morning, so keep this movement really small if we need to. It doesn't matter if it's just a little micro movement. And then when we're next down with the upper body, we're going to bring the forearms along the floor, have the elbows underneath the shoulders, and then roll the shoulders back, look forwards into your Sphinx posture. Maybe tuck the chin in towards the chest here. We can take a few little rolls with the neck from side to side. And then the head comes back to center. Lower your chest down and send your hands back to maybe underneath your rib cage here. We're going to tuck the toes under, bend the knees, send the hips back, and then maybe we meet in a downward facing dog. So lift the hips high. And this downward dog can be however you want it to be. Maybe we're finding some movement here, walking the dog out. Or maybe we're finding stillness with the knees deeply bent or straight. Just take whatever your body is asking for at this moment. Whether that's movement, whether that's stillness, whether that's a deep stretch or a little stretch. We can find it here. We can take one more big inhale and a full exhale. And then gently lower the knees back towards the floor. Walk the hands back towards the knees. And bring yourself into a nice comfortable seat. Maybe close the eyes here just for a quick moment. Just to allow the breath to settle. To allow the heart rate to slow down. And to allow your body to absorb all of this movement that you've just done. Notice how you're feeling in comparison to the beginning of your practice. Send yourself some love, send yourself some gratitude for stepping onto your mat. And then gently open back up the eyes. And thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe. If you are maybe feeling a little bit more awake and would like to check out one of my other videos, I will link something that you might like up above. But all that being said, thank you so much and namaste.